What if your stress, anxiety, or exhaustion aren't signs that your faith is weak? What if they're God's way of showing you that something in your walk has drifted out of alignment with Him? I spent most of my life thinking I was serving God, but what I didn't realize was that I was really serving my need to be good enough. I've been a devoted Christian my whole life, but I still burned out twice. I asked Jesus into my heart and my life when I was 10 years old. And from that moment, I wanted to be the kind of Christian who did everything right. I prayed, I served, I studied the Bible, and I worked hard. And whenever I needed something, God always came through for me. But growing up as a Korean immigrant child, there were expectations from school, from family, from culture. I had to be excellent in everything, and I carried that same striving into my faith too. So I lived by two conflicting values, one that told me success was everything, and one that told me to trust God. And for years, I thought that meant I had to achieve success by trusting God. But I failed at it completely. As a teenager, I had a nervous breakdown. I didn't know it then, but that was the beginning of my depression. I was exhausted from trying to be perfect, trying to please everyone, even God. Later, when I became a pharmacist, I worked harder than anyone else asked me to. I wanted to be the best. I told myself I was honoring God through excellence. But deep down, I was still performing, still trying to prove that I was good enough, still chasing success. Eventually, I totally burned out. I quit my job and took a whole year off to rest. But when I started again, and this time as a university teacher, I fell right back into the same pattern, overworking, overachieving, overdoing. And one day, it finally hit me. I wasn't walking with Christ in the right way. I was working for Him, not from Him, performing instead of abiding. And I realized I didn't even understand what it means to be truly still in Him. So then I just stopped. I stopped doing, I stopped performing, I even stepped away from my job at the university. I shut off and shut down completely. And in that quiet, God showed me something that changed everything. He showed me that true wellness isn't about balance, it's about alignment. It's not balancing work and rest or faith and life, but bringing every part of my being, spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, and relational, under Christ's authority. For most of my life, I'd been living on what I call Platform A, the world's definition of success and achievement. I thought if I worked hard, did good things, and dedicated them to God, that was faith. But really, I was trying to fit God into my plans instead of building my life on His. Then I discovered Platform C, the Christ-centered foundation. And it's a completely different starting point. I had to unlearn the idea that my worth came from achievement and rebuild who I was from the inside out. And it wasn't easy. It felt like losing the sense of who I was. But I finally came to understand what it means when Scripture says, "From Him and through Him and to Him are all things." Romans 11:36. When I began living that truth, everything changed. And my ambition didn't disappear. It just finally found the right purpose. Out of that season, I started what I call the 3W habit: worship, word, and will. It starts with worship. Before I ask for anything, before I plan my day, I just stop and honor God for who He is. I give Him the first moment of my day, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Then comes word, meeting the Lord in Scripture, not to check a box, but to truly listen, to see what God is saying, not what I want Him to say. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Psalm 119, 105. And finally, will. That's where I align my will with His through prayer. Prayer isn't a wish list. It's submission. Acknowledging that His will is ultimately what matters. So prayer becomes less about asking and more about responding. Like Jesus prayed, not my will, but yours be done. Luke 22:42. That rhythm, worship, word, and will, keeps my life centered on Christ. Without it, I drift back into performing and unholy striving. With it, I live from His peace in abiding and holy striving. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything for God and still running on empty, maybe it's time to pause. Ask yourself, am I performing for Him or abiding in Him? Because exhaustion doesn't mean you've lost your faith. It means you've lost the right focus. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. And when I finally realized that, it changed everything. I learned that the way forward has always been there. It begins when we stop striving on our own strength and turn our focus back on Christ. That's what Christ-centered wellness is all about. Living from His peace instead of pressure. From His purpose instead of performance. And maybe today, that's you. Maybe this is your moment too. To be still, to worship, to open His Word, and ask Him to align your will with His. Because when Christ is truly at the center, everything else finally finds its place in Him. The steadfast of mind you will keep in perfect peace because He trusts in you. Isaiah 26:3.